Hi, this is Heidi Casper here, WordPress 101 for Boomers. And in the last video I had, we were talking about plugin the events calendar. And this is great, especially if you're a professional speaker, some type of a performing artist. If you set up and hold regular seminars and classes and things like that. Maybe you even belong to a community or group, and maybe you have a set of summer programs for kids, or just whatever it's you do. And if you have events and things happening at certain times, this is a great way to have these set up on your blog. It may not even be a blog, it may just be WordPress as a website. Let's go ahead and go on into the plugin. The first thing you do is you install the plugin. And you install it like the other plugins. You go over to plugins, and you can search for the events calendar, find it, upload it, activate it, just like all the others. And then you want to come on down into settings, and here's where you can set things up here and work on it. Right here I have this unchecked so we don't have the link back to the events calendar. For me, for a lot of sites it may look more professional. I do appreciate the work that they do. I'm not against using some of their premium add-ons, and I'm not against telling people about the great job they're doing. Anyway, you go over here and you can click on calendar or events list. I have it set at calendar, and here is, you can type down, I just put events, and this would be like the URL slug. This is like the web address for it. So if you want to make this be one of the pages on your navigation link, you can do that. And as you can see, this is a calendar. This is a test one. Now if you only have one event a month, there's not a whole lot showing up on the calendar view, and you may want to try the other view. Okay, and then we'll see what it looks like over here when we refresh. Okay, and then you can just see the events will be showing up one after another. And, you know, unless you're having several events in 1 month, then this works best. The good thing is you can set it up whichever way you want. And you can put how many events you want to show up on a page, and whether you want people to comment on it or not. Google Maps is good. I have it checked up. If you have local events and people want to know how to get there, it sure makes their life easier if there's a map sitting right there that lets them know how to get it. And you can change the sizing of the things. I'm just using things with regular default like they have it, and then you just go ahead and hit Save Changes. Okay, now you want to get the events actually added to your calendar. And you know how we have posts? Well, events are a lot like posts. They're just called events, and they're just for the events. And you can even have event categories if you want. Maybe you have several things going on, and maybe you got some online trainings, and then you got some in-person seminars, and you can have the different things in the different categories if you want. And those would be good to have the different categories. Now what you do, you can see these are already here, and you can go in and edit them. You edit them just like editing a post. But we're going to add new. This is to create an event. As you can see here, you go ahead and you put in the title, and you go ahead and put in information. And here we're linking back to the Eventbrite where the tickets can be purchased. And then over here you go to the calendar. If it's an all-day event, you just put all day. It's not an all-day event. I believe this is getting over at 12, so we'll put 12 there. And it doesn't start at that time. But anyway, you put the time in. Okay, and as you make your event, be sure you give it a category if you want to have categories here. And that way people can go to certain types of events that they are interested in if you have several types. And then you fill in the time. You need a start time and the end time. And then the address of where it's at. And then if you have a phone number, the place where it's at, you can put that in there. You have time for who's organizing the event and put it together and how they can contact it. And the cost. But you just fill all that information in, and then you hit publish. Okay, and then you have your page that is made up.